एक गणपति एक ईसा, दोनों ने आदि माँ को ध्याया, अंतर क्या दोनों की शक्ति में बोलो, अंतर क्या दोनों की शक्ति में बोलो। एक गौरी के दुलारे, एक राधा जी के प्यारे, एक गणपति एक ईसा, दोनों ने आदि माँ को ध्याया, अंतर क्या दोनों की शक्ति में बोलो, अंतर क्या दोनों की शक्ति में बोलो। एक गौरी के दुलारे, एक राधा जी के प्यारे, एक गौरी के दुलारे, एक राधा जी के प्यारे, एक गणपति एक ईसा, दोनों ने आदि माँ को ध्याया, अंतर क्या दोनों की शक्ति में बोलो, अंतर क्या दोनों की शक्ति में बोलो। एक गौरी के दुलारे, एक राधा जी के प्यारे, एक गौरी के दुलारे, एक राधा जी के प्यारे। गणपति तो है मूलाधारी, ईसा है विश्वाधारी। गणपति तो है मूलाधारी, ईसा है विश्वाधारी। गणेश अबोधिता की है सूरत, गणेश अबोधिता की है सूरत, ईसा शर्मा की मूरत। एक बालक एक राजा, दोनों ने अहंकार को त्यागा, अंतर क्या दोनों की कीर्ति में बोलो, अंतर क्या दोनों की कीर्ति में बोलो। एक जागृति दिलाए, एक पार कराए, एक जागृति दिलाए, एक पार कराए। एक गौरी के दुलारे, एक राधा जी के प्यारे, एक गौरी के दुलारे, एक राधा जी के प्यारे। नरक के द्वार खड़े लंबोदर, नरक के द्वार खड़े लंबोदर, मर्यादाएं दिखाए। नरक के द्वार खड़े लंबोदर, मर्यादाएं दिखाए। स्वर्ग का द्वार बने खुद ईसा, स्वर्ग का द्वार बने खुद ईसा, निर्मल हमको बनाए। एक शासक एक तारक, दोनों ही निर्मला माँ के बालक। अंतर क्या दोनों की तृप्ति में बोलो, अंतर क्या दोनों की तृप्ति में बोलो। एक नरक छुड़ाए एक स्वर्ग दिलाए, एक नरक छुड़ाए एक स्वर्ग दिलाए। एक गौरी के दुलारे एक राधा जी के प्यारे, एक गौरी के दुलारे एक राधा जी के प्यारे। गणपति ने अवतार लिया एक, गणपति ने अवतार लिया एक, ईसा में खुद को समाया। गणपति ने अवतार लिया एक, ईसा में खुद को समाया। सागम पद पधम परे मग घर सनि हरि गम गम पम पद पद सनि सरे गणपति ने अवतार लिया एक, ईसा में खुद को समाया। स्वर्ग का मार्ग सहज दर्शाए, स्वर्ग का मार्ग सहज दर्शाया। पुनरुत्थान दिलाया, एक आदि एक अंती, दोनों में ओम की शक्ति। अंतर क्या दोनों की भक्ति में बोलो, अंतर क्या दोनों की भक्ति में बोलो। एक मातृ पुजारी एक पितृ पुजारी, एक मातृ पुजारी एक पितृ पुजारी। एक गौरी के दुलारे एक राधा जी के प्यारे, एक गौरी के दुलारे एक राधा जी के प्यारे। एक गणपति एक ईसा, दोनों ने आदि माँ को ध्याया। अंतर क्या दोनों की शक्ति में बोलो, अंतर क्या दोनों की शक्ति में बोलो। एक गौरी के दुलारे एक राधा जी के प्यारे, एक गौरी के दुलारे एक राधा जी के प्यारे, एक गौरी के दुलारे एक राधा जी के प्यारे।
मधुकेट भारे गोपाल गोविंद मुकुंद शौर्य अनंत श्रीधर गोविंद केशव मुकुंद माधव नारायण देवकी तनया गोपिका रमणा भक्त उद्धरणा विक्रमा। हरे कृष्ण
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय राधा की जय जय मोहन की जय जय मुरली मनोहर श्याम की जय जय राधा की जय जय मोहन की जय जय मुरली मनोहर श्याम की जय जय हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे श्याम की जय जय मुरारी की जय जय बंसीधर गिरधारी की जय श्याम की जय जय मुरारी की जय जय बंसीधर गिरधारी की जय जय यमुना तट पर बंसी बजाए गोपियों संग रास रचाए यमुना तट पर बंसी बजाए गोपियों संग रास रचाए हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय 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 गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 जय माता जी जय माता जी जय माता जी जय माता जय माता जी जय माता जय माता जी जय माता जी जय माता जी जय माता जी।
Jai Shri Mataji, respected brothers and sisters from the global Sahaj family. Salam sejahtera dari Malaysia. Warm greetings from Malaysia. Let us now bow and welcome Shri Mataji into our hearts with utmost love and respect for our Divine Mother, the Mother of the Universe, the Supreme Goddess, Sakshat Sri Adi Shakti, Mataji Sri Nirmala Devi, Namo Namaha. For the divinity within us, for our fellow Sahaj family, for ourselves and mankind in general. Now, with our hands folded and with complete reverence, we will pray to our Holy Mother, Param Puja Shri Mataji. We, your children from across the world, humbly seek your permission, blessings, guidance, and protection to have this global online meditation. Shri Mataji, it is only by your divine grace and the will of God that we are able to gather every week to worship your holy lotus feet collectively. We sincerely thank you, Shri Mataji, from the core of our hearts. Shri Mataji, verily you are the doer and the enjoyer, and we, your children, do nothing at all. Our only desire, Shri Mataji, is to please you, to be one with you always, completely surrendered at your holy lotus feet, so that we are able to ascend in our spirituality. Shri Mataji, it is also our earnest desire to be a humble instrument, to spread Sahaja Yoga and Vishwa Nirmala Dharma to every nook and corner of this world. Shri Mataji, our humble salutations to you at your holy lotus feet, again and again, from all your children. Today, dear brothers and sisters, we are indeed honored to have another brother, Brother Alfred Parod from Karikia, Klagenfurt, south of Austria, as our divine instrument. He has been practicing Sahaja Yoga meditation since 2005. Let's put our hands together to welcome our dear brother, Alfred Parod. Over to you, brother. Jai Shri Mataji. Brother, maybe you can turn on your camera.
Yes.
Yeah, you can just wish everybody and then you can turn off your camera. Jai Shri Mataji. Welcome to our channel. Jai Shri Mataji. You can now turn on your camera and you can start your meditation.
To turn off the camera?
Yes.
Yes. Jai Shri Mataji. We will start the meditation with doing the protocol, raising the Kundalini, putting us in a bandhan, making namaskar or namaste as possible. Shri Mataji, at this holy day, we bow to you, to your lotus feet, and we ask you to put your lotus feet in our heart, that our heart can be healed, that the Kundalini can arise, and that we would reach the state of thoughtless awareness, the state of Anand. Thank you for all blessings which you will give us today. Two times Shri Adipumi Devi. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adipumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adipumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Two times Shri Ganesha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Mataji, we ask you to clear our left side. Shri Mahakali Beha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Bhairava Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Mataji, we ask you to purify and clear out our right side. Shri Mahasaraswati Hanumana. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahasaraswati Hanumana Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Nirmala Vidya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirmala Vidya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Mataji, by your grace, I am the pure knowledge of the divine that acts. Shri Gruha Lakshmi. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Gruha Lakshmi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, by your grace, I am satisfied. Shri Mataji, by your grace, I am peace. Shri Mataji, by your grace, I am a generous person. Shri Shiva Parvati. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Shiva Parvati Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, by your grace, I am the spirit. Shri Mataji, by your grace, please forgive me for any mistakes against the spirit, against my spirit. Shri Mataji, by your grace, I am an instrument of Mother's love. Shri Vishnu Maya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnu Maya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Mataji, I am not guilty. As I am the spirit, by your grace, how can I be guilty? Shri Mahavira. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahavira Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, by your grace, please forgive me. Please let me have pure faith, and may I go beyond all fears. Shri Kalki. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, by your grace, I am fortunate to be under the protection of the Divine Mother. Shri Mataji, by your grace, I am protected from all the left side challenges, and I will be victorious over all the challenges to ascend. Shri Nirvichar. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirvichar Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Gauri Kundalini. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Gauri Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. I think now it's time for the lecture, for the speech of Shri Mataji.
Today we have gathered here to worship Sri Krishna. We must understand the significance of Sri Krishna's advent on the Vishuddhi Chakra. As you know very well, except for once or twice, Sri Brahmadeva has taken his incarnation. Also once Sri Ganesha has taken his birth as Lord Jesus Christ. But Vishnu Tattva, the principle of Vishnu, has taken many a times birth on this earth, as the goddess had to take many a times her birth. They had to work together many a times, and with the principle of Vishnu, the principle of Mahalakshmi has acted to help the ascent of the people. So the principle of Vishnu is for your ascent, for the evolutionary process of human beings. Through this advent and through the power of Mahalakshmi, we have become human beings from amoeba stage. This is a spontaneous working for us, but for the principle of Vishnu, he had to go through various incarnations to evolve. As you know, there have been incarnations of Sri Vishnu as a fish to begin with. I went on till it came to the state of Sri Krishna, where they say that he has become complete. But one has to realize that he works on our central nervous system. He builds our central nervous system. Through our evolutionary process, our central nervous system has been built up. And this central nervous system has given us all the human awareness that we have. Otherwise, we would have been just like the stones. But through this building up of our awareness, one after another, building up different chakras within us, this principle of Vishnu has brought us to the understanding that we have to see the truth and ultimately we have to become Sahajis. So this principle of Sri Krishna is so important that at the state, as we call it the Vishuddhi Chakra, we become complete. In the sense that when the Sahasrara is opened out for you and you start feeling the vibrations, you are not yet fully complete. If you were just complete, then it would have been an end of your evolution. Because at that stage, if you had finished it, then there was no need to have Sahaja Yoga. But actually it means that once the Sahasrara is opened out, then you have to come down to your Vishuddhi Chakra. That means to your collective. If it is not working on your Vishuddhi Chakra, the enlightenment on Vishuddhi Chakra, you cannot feel the vibrations. As you saw yesterday, the artist started playing in a very new dimension. It's not that only they got awakening of the Kundalini. The awakening of the Kundalini was there, no doubt. But it had to come down to their Vishuddhi Chakra. If I could not have brought it back to their Vishuddhi Chakra, their hands would not have moved that fast. They would have never felt the sweetness, the madhurya of Sri Krishna, and they would not have manifested it. So, all that is expressed through your fingers and hands achieves that new awareness of creating the madhurya, the sweetness. in your art, in your music, in your gestures, in every way your hands are very important. But Vishuddhi Chakra also plays part, as you know, on the 16 chakras or the subplexuses which look after our face, our ears, nose, eyes, neck. All these things are looked after by Vishuddhi Chakra. As a result, also, you can become great actors. You can have eyes which are innocent. You can have a skin which is shining. You can have ears which can hear the divine music. You can have a nose which shows your dignity. In the same way, your whole facial expression changes. If you are a very harsh person and a hot-tempered person, and you have harshness on your face, or else if you are like a beggar all the time, or you are crying all the time, weeping, your face looks so miserable, everything changes and comes into the center where you look beautiful, you look attractive in the divine way, and also you get a very sweet countenance. Also the teeth and the tongue are looked after by Vishuddhi Chakra. So your teeth which are in trouble get cured. You sometimes, as I told you, I've never been to a dentist all my life. So you can imagine that you don't have to go to the dentist anymore if you have your Vishuddhi Chakra all right. Then also your tongue improves. For example, some people are very sarcastic by temperament. They cannot say something sweetly. All the time they are sarcastic, saying sarcastic things. Some people have a habit of abusive language. Some people are extremely beggarish type, all the time talking in a very beggarish manner. There's no dignity, there's no sweetness, and there is no self-confidence for some people. Some people even stammer. Some people cannot stand on the stage and give a lecture. All these things drop out as soon as your Vishuddhi Chakra improves. This is only outward. This is the outward manifestation of the Vishuddhi Chakra's improvement within yourself through the awakening of Sri Krishna on Vishuddhi Chakra. But what happens really is that inside you, you become a witness. You become a witness in the sense that all that is disturbing, all that is troubling you, all that is a problem, you just start watching it. You start witnessing it. You start seeing it, and you do not get disturbed. That seeing, that witnessing state has a tremendous power. Whatever you see without thinking, your problems get solved. Any problem you have, once you get this witness state, what we call tatastha, means you are standing on the shores and watching the waves to move. Then you know how to solve the problems. So your witness state has to be developed, and sometimes I have seen people have to go through little difficulties to develop that witness state. This is very important, that once the Kundalini starts supplying you from your Sahasrara downward, moving on your chakras and enriching your different chakras on the Vishuddhi Chakra, when it has to stay, it really tries to little bit take you through turmoils. And you start thinking that, see, now my life was so blissful, I had so many blessings, and now what has happened? But this is the time when you should become tatastha, means you should become a witness. If you become a witness, everything improves. For example, you are, say, a person who is working in some place. As soon as you become a witness, you see, your attention goes inside and you start watching things from inside out. As a result, you see exactly what's wrong where. And as you have got the power of witnessing, with that power, you get over the problems that you have. Problems get solved very easily if you know how to witness the whole situation than to get involved into it. And this is the best state which we call as Sakshi Swarupatva, which you achieve when the Kundalini comes up and the connection is established and the divine ray starts following through that and enriches your Vishuddhi Chakra. Now the name of Sri Krishna has come from the word Krishi, meaning the plowing of the soil for planting the crops. Now he is the one who has done the plowing for us, in the sense that he has created us in such a manner that when the sprouting has to be done, you are already ready for it. But as it is, we human beings spoil our Vishuddhi Chakra by many wrong things, as you have seen that we smoke or we take drugs or we take tobaccos and all that. So our Vishuddhi Chakra goes out. On top of that, if you are a person who doesn't talk at all, or who talks too much, or who shouts and screams, and who shows temper, raises his voices, also spoils his Vishuddhi Chakra. So the first thing is that in your using the Vishuddhi Chakra, you have to remember it is to be used for sweetness, for madhurya. If you want to say something to someone, try to say something that is sweet and nice. Practice it. In certain places I've seen that people are used to a kind of a talk. And sometimes they cannot talk in the fashion that is sweet. For them it is adharma, as if to talk sweetly to someone. They only believe that you must really talk in a manner that will hurt others. So hurting anybody is not in the dharma of Sri Krishna. He either killed somebody or he was sweet. There's nothing in between. Either you have to be sweet to people or you have to kill someone. Now killing part you leave it. So you have to be only sweet. You all have to be sweet to each other. Especially among Sahaja Yogis, you have to be extremely sweet to each other. And dealing with others also, sweetly you have to tell them. If you find anything wrong with them, they see, this is not good. You are now come to Sahaja Yoga, now you must behave like this or behave like that. Now, Sri Krishna's life has another very significant role to play. That is, he came on this earth after Sri Rama's advent, who was also Sri Vishnu. When Sri Rama came, the people were very ignorant. They had no idea about dharma. So as a king, he wanted to teach them dharma. And so he had to become very serious. So his incarnation was something of a very serious father who is very seriously undergoing all kinds of turmoils and things, and to create an image of a benevolent king. As a result, when his incarnation was over, people became very serious minded. And all the seriousness started in the religion, all the ritualism started. People became extremely rigid, and that rigidity killed all the joy of life. And then all kinds of other things also started with that rigidity, is the beginning of Brahminism. Brahminism started in India when people started using Brahminism as a birthright, while it is not a birthright of anyone to be a Brahmin, but you have to become a Brahmin. After realization, you become a Brahmin. This fact is established not only in Sri Krishna's time, but also in Sri Rama's time, because Sri Rama himself was not a Brahmin. He made a person to write his Ramayana, who was Valmiki, who was a scheduled caste and was a fisherman. Very surprising, he asked this fisherman to write his Ramayana when he was not a Brahmin. And he made him a Brahmin. In a sense, as you have become Brahmins means knowing the Brahma. Those who know the Brahma are the Brahmins, and not those who are born in the Brahmin caste are Brahmins. And that is why people sometimes get very upset that how can these be Brahmins if they are so perverse and they can commit all kinds of sins. So by following any such religion or any such rigid ideas, you cannot improve. If you call yourself a Christian, then one thing has to be seen in a Christian, that you cannot have adulterous eyes. Now, I would like to know how many Christians can claim that. If they have no adulterous eyes about, say, women, they'll have adulterous eyes about things. So you cannot say that by becoming Christians, we have become really Christians. In the same way, we can say about Hindus. In the Hindu religion, Krishna has said that the Atma resides in everyone. He never said that the birth determines your jati, your caste. But among Hindus, we believe that everybody has a jati and that everybody is a separate thing. Some people are to be treated as low, some as high. This is just the opposite what Sri Krishna has preached, because he said in everybody there is Atma. And now in Sahaja Yoga we have proved that whatever religion you may follow, whatever things you follow, ideas or philosophy, whatever you may follow, you all can become realized souls. So nobody is higher, nobody is lower. The best thing is to believe that all others are wrong and we are correct. But all of those people who believe like this may have to go to hell directly, because they have not reached the truth. The truth is you have to become a realized soul. And if you are not a realized soul, you are nowhere near God. You have to enter into the kingdom of God. Christ himself has said that you have to enter into the kingdom of God. You are to be born again. And when you will be calling me, Christ, Christ, I won't recognize you. Openly has said it. He has warned you. Say about Muhammad Sahib himself has said, when the time of Qiyamah, as resurrection will come, your hands will speak. And he has also said very clearly, till the Qiyamah, you do all these things like, you see, Rosa and all that. But when the Qiyamah comes, when you get your resurrection, then you don't have to. It's clearly said it. But nobody is trying to find out the Qiyamah. Only they are trying to find faults with this or that and fight with each other. Now this resurrection time he has already mentioned. When your hands will speak, it's in Sahaja Yoga. So after this, you don't have to do anything. Now you have become a peer according to it. Once you have become a wali, you don't have to do all these things. And you become dharmati. It is said also in Indian philosophy by Sri Krishna that you become dharmati, you go beyond religion. Means religion becomes part and parcel of it. You don't have to have outside religions which are of no use. It's clearly said, and Sri Krishna has said it as clearly as anybody could say, very, very clearly, that you have to go beyond your gunas, beyond your dharmas. That means you have to become a person who is religious innately and not to keep it that far. How can it? And not to become a person who is just outwardly something like Christian, Hindu, Muslim. No, inside you have to become. Now as a result of that, you have seen what Sri Krishna has said, that once you become from inside, then I don't have to tell you, don't drink, don't do this, don't do that, nothing. You just don't do it. You just don't do it. And you understand it so well that this should not be done, that should not be done. To overcome all kind of nonsense of religion, Sri Krishna's advent was there. It's a very important advent, but I don't know how many people understand that. He came to show that it's all Leela, it's all the play of God. What is there to be serious? What is there to be ritualistic? You cannot bind God in any rituals. That's why he came on this earth, to tell you that you should not try to bind yourself by rituals which are nonsensical. This was his teaching so many years back. He taught this 6,000 years back. But still, if you see, in every religion, there are so many rituals going on. So when the incarnations died, people started rituals, funny stuff. Even when Sri Krishna died, they didn't know what to do now. Because he said, no more rituals. Just play holy, be happy, joyous, dance, and sing. That's what he said. Now what to do? Now if he has said so, so they started a new thing. Let us make it a romantic stuff. Human beings know how to make everything perverse. Nobody can beat them in this. So they made him look like a very romantic personality, romancing with Radha. Ra is energy, Dha is the one who has sustained energy. So show romances with her. Then she was Mahalakshmi herself, to show his relationship with Mahalakshmi as if they were husband and wife. So there were also some poets who started describing them as husband and wife and all kinds of nonsense. In divine relationship, there is nothing like husband and wife. It's the power which is potential and power that is kinetic. There is no such relationship that exists as human beings try to make it. Because human beings have a habit to bring all the divine incarnations to their own levels. As you have seen that if you see, the best are the Greeks who brought all the great incarnations to their own levels. In the same way, they could not do much with Sri Krishna, so they said, all right, make him a romantic personality. That will suit us. So it suited many horrible people. We had one Nawab in Lucknow who had 365 wives. And he used to dress up like Sri Krishna, sometimes like Radha, and dance. And he said, now I've become Sri Krishna. So many, gurus came as Sri Krishna, playing flute, calling everybody else as their gopis and this and that, all nonsense. And we have so many groups now working like that. Brahma, Kumaris and all that. When there is one Krishna, the rest are all gopis and gopas, and they don't marry and all kinds of nonsense. This is absolutely absurd and perverse and brings bad name to Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna was Yogeshwara. He was Yogeshwara. He was so detached that once his wives, who were his powers, and they said that we want to go across and worship a particular saint. They said, all right, why don't you go? He said, no, the river is in spate and we don't know how to cross the river. He said, all right, you go and tell the river that we want to go and see such and such saint. And Sri Krishna has said that you come down. If Sri Krishna is Yogeshwara, and if he has had no wife, then you go down. So they went to the river and said that if Sri Krishna has had no wives and he is a Yogeshwara, then please go down. The river went down. So they were surprised that he's supposed to be your husband and still he's Yogeshwara, he's so detached. They crossed over and they went and worshipped the saint. So the saint said, now you can go back. When they were coming back, they found again the river was in spate. So they went back to the saint and he said, now how do we go back? He said, how did you come? He said, Sri Krishna said that you go and ask the river, if I was a Yogeshwara, then you go down. All right. So you go and ask the river that the saint did not eat anything whatsoever. And he was absolutely detached about it. So the river will go down. So they were surprised because they had fed him, he has ate everything, he has done everything. So they went to the river and said, oh river, the saint never ate anything. He was absolutely detached about food. He did not touch the food. And the river went down. So they were surprised, how is it that the saint ate everything and did not eat anything? Means he was in aswada. He was not involved into the food. He was detached. And they were surprised. That looks like it looks like a lie from a human point of view. It is not. It is not. That's the fact. He is a Yogeshwara and he is so detached. So people don't understand divinity and they think that how can it be a person who has 16,000 wives and 5 other wives can be a person who is not yet married, because he was Yogeshwara. And that is what you all have to be, Yogeshwaras. You are married, you have got children. I'm happy you are married, because that's a auspicious thing to do, to marry to begin with. But you should not get involved with your family, my child, my family. Many people I've seen, they come to Sahaja Yoga, get married and get lost. Because to them, marriage now, I'm enjoying my family now, looking after my family. Our family is the whole universe. It is not just my own wife and my children, but the whole universe is our family. And this is what Sri Krishna tried to show in his life, that the whole universe is your family. You are a universal being. This is what he preached throughout, that you are a universal being and you have to be a part and parcel of the whole. You are the part and parcel of the whole. The microcosm becomes a macrocosm. And this is not a lecture, but has to happen within yourself, that you have to develop your collective consciousness. And this is the gift of Sri Krishna, because at the brain, he becomes the Virata. So now we have three identities within ourselves. On the heart is Shiva. In the brain is Sri Krishna, the Virat. And in the liver, Brahmadev. So we have three identities. And in the stomach, in the void, as you say, are all the Guru Tattvas, where all the great Gurus from Adinath, Muhammad Sahab, and others up to, we can say, Shri Sainath, all of them are the Guru principle which we worshipped last time when we were in Andorra. So, how they are all related with each other, how they have worked out together and brought you to the state of this witness is very important. Now, your Vishuddhi chakra has to be improved. First of all, this feeling guilty business was so much yesterday that I tell you it was impossible to pull it out. There's nothing to feel guilty. It's a fashion, just a fashion. I'm sorry. Morning till evening, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What are you sorry for? For being a human being or for a sadhu? So one has to be very pleasant towards oneself also. All the time, I'm sorry, I should not have done this, I should not have done that. All the time feeling sorry and feeling guilty spoils your left Vishuddhi. As a left Vishuddhi is spoiled, what happens is that your Shri Krishna Tattva is gone. Then you cannot feel the collective. Then you cannot understand what's gone wrong with you. So just if you have to say sorry, also say sorry to God. And after that, don't say sorry anymore. You face it. Whatever you have done wrong, all right, face it. This was wrong, all right, it will not be done. Do not argue with it. Do not continue with it. Just face it and say this was wrong and this wrong, I will not do again. And it's finished. For you are, after all, saints now. You have become now Valis. You have become now realized souls. You have become now Atmajas. You have got Brahma Chaitanya. You have seen on your heads there was light. You have seen the proof of it. So I don't have to give you second certificate. Only thing, you better understand and be aware of your own position. As Sri Krishna has said, you have to be aware of yourself. First to get self-realization and then to be aware of your position. Then you will be surprised how you develop proper attention and proper understanding. Absolutely, it's an easy thing to do as soon as you find that you have achieved that witness state. So please try to make yourself a witness. When you see something, go into thoughtless awareness. That is your food. Don't think. See the beauty that is there. Just pouring in. Just watch how these trees are standing still, just watching you all See, absolutely still, nothing is moving. They don't allow even one leaf to move. Let it be. Till the breeze starts, Mother starts the breeze, till we just keep quiet and watch. Like these mountains, how they are steadily watching everything and emitting joy and beauty. In the same way, we have to become a witness. We need not talk too much, we need not keep quiet, but in the center, we should witness the whole thing as Leela. That's why he's called as Leeladhara, means the one who sustains the Leela of persons. It doesn't make you mad, it doesn't make you funny, but it makes you joyous. Anything that makes you joyous is the Vishnu principle of Sri Krishna. I hope all of us are going to enjoy our Vishnu principle hereafter as we have enjoyed before by meditating. Because when we meditate, we go into thoughtless awareness. When we are in thoughtless awareness, then only we grow. Otherwise, we cannot. Whatever we may try, we cannot grow. Unless and until we meditate, we cannot become thoughtlessly aware. All those who also want to gain in any walk of life, in any dimension, those who want to become, say, great artists, great scientists, great anything, in Sahaja Yoga is important, you must meditate. Otherwise, the Kundalini will come down and you lose all your talents. That's a fact which has to be told, and you have seen how people got transformed. But sometimes it can be very temporary and it may go down if people do not take to it in the proper way. I wish you all very great luck for your witness state. In the witness state, we do not anyway express ourselves in a funny manner, but just in looking at ourselves. Because only we have created all the problems. And it is we only detaching ourselves from ourselves can see these problems and can solve them. By God's grace, as I know you all are going to grow very much, and this state is to be achieved. In every state, whether it is a blessing, whether it is a progress, or whether it is just turmoil, you have to be seaworthy. Any ship which is a seaworthy is the one which can face all kinds of beautiful voyages or even turmoils and even the tempest. May God bless you. Today,
Did I finish? Shri Mataji. Are you doing Aarti now? Ah, this one. Okay. I thought you will make Aarti.
सबको दुआ देना माँ सबको दुआ देना जय निर्मल माता दुआ रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जग में संकट कारण किसने लिए अवतार, माँ किसने लिए अवतार। विश्व में तेरी महिमा, विश्व में तेरी महिमा, तू गंगा यमुना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। रोज शरण में आया, सुख ही मिला उसको, माँ सुख ही मिला उसको। बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, लौट के ना जाना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। मानव में अवतर के कर दिया उजियारा, माँ कर दिया उजियारा। कलयुग में माया है, कलयुग में माया है, फिर भी पहचाना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जनों की धरती है भारत माता, माँ है भारत माता। इस धरती पर आकर, इस धरती पर आकर, उससे दूर करना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जग जाए तब मधु संगीत सुन लो, माँ मधु संगीत सुन लो। होए सके जो सेवा, होए सके जो सेवा, हमसे करा लेना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कलिकी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी कलिकी साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। 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 बोलो श्री भगवती माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी की जय।
We are finishing the meditation with doing the protocol, facing the Kundalini, putting us in a bandhan, making Namaskar or Namaste as possible. Yes.
Thank you, brother, for the meditation. Thank you, Shri Mataji, for bringing all of us together for this weekly collective. We humbly thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Just be in silence for 1-2 minutes. Brother, you can turn on your camera now. And maybe Brother Bhaskar can ask some questions to Brother Farad from Austria. Brother, would you like to speak about your journey in Sahaja Yoga? How did you come to Sahaja Yoga and all those things?
Yes. Yes, I can. I met a Sahaja Yogi. He was a fitness trainer in a fitness center, and there he did the introduction meditation for the realizations of the people. Also, a picture of Shri Mataji was there. Was not usual in a fitness center, a picture of Shri Mataji. But the owner of the fitness center allowed it. And so I got my self-realization, and I went to some lectures. But at this time I did Buddhism, and it had taken since 2010. Then I changed to Sahaja Yoga, and during this time I was invited always from sisters and brothers, also to pujas and for weddings and so on. And I never cut it the relations to Sahaja Yoga. And since 2010, I am in the collective in Klagenfurt. And yes, we are doing the work of our mother to spread Sahaja Yoga.
So, brother, you have any special experiences that you would want to share with everyone?
Yes, I didn't see Shri Mataji personally, but maybe two experiences. As I went to Kapelle, I went in the castle, and I could feel very strong the vibrations, and I could feel that in my right heart, the chakra was very very quick doing. I could feel how the chakra was going faster and faster. Yes, this was one experience in the house of Shri Mataji's home. And the second one was in near Brast in Vienna. Yes, I could meditate in the rooms of Shri Mataji, and the vibrations have been so strong. It was incredible. Yeah, it's in the second floor of the ashram of Shri Brast in Vienna. And if you come there, you have to ask if you can see the rooms of Shri Mataji. It was a great blessing, yes. And I hope to see some of you sometimes, maybe this year or next year, the next years in Kapelle.
Yeah, certainly.
We also hope to see you in Malaysia and India.
Yes,
Yes.
I would have points the India tour this year, but Shri Mataji was not in this had a plan for me. I did a 8-day holiday in Albania, and there at the last day I had a car accident. It was a U-turn, and it was not signed. So I got with my car, with a big car, with a SUV. So I fall down 5 meters, and I was not belted. So then I was 3 months in the hospital, and I couldn't join the India tour. But it will need some time. I will come to India and Asia.
Definitely, when your desire is pure, Shri Mataji makes it happen, Just have to have
Yes.
faith. Shri Mataji will bring all of us to meet each other. As it is, we are already, meeting online, so in physical. We are all connected in our meditation, so it's okay. Wherever we are just connected by the blessings of Shri Mataji. This is one way. Yeah, it will be nice to meet physically. So thy will be done, Just leave it at Shri Mataji's holy lotus feet. So tell us a little bit about your Austrian collective, I'm sure Brother Wolfgang is a big idol there, everybody looks upon him, as one of the senior pioneer. I wouldn't say senior, but pioneer yogi there, and everybody loves him a lot.
Yeah. I like Wolfgang very much.
Everybody loves him. Yeah. He's such a nice storyteller, about experience with Shri Mataji.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Exactly.
Very, very down to earth yogi. Yeah. We always look upon, all this Brother Wolfgang, Brother Rajesha, Gregoire G, so many of them, all these musicians, and every yogi, in fact, we look upon to be together. Yeah, yogi or yogini. So
every year we meet as the Austrian collective in February in Munden for a weekend for doing then it's in the last day. At the last day we have a puja, and so we from Friday to Sunday. So we are in Munden in a nice hotel. So we are doing the Havan and the meditations and so on. And
we used to have we used to have Sister Andrea Wick. She was the ambassador in Malaysia for Austria.
Yeah. Yes.
So a long time back, she's gone back. I think now she's in Pakistan, if I'm not mistaken. So she was here for a couple of years as the ambassador, and very dynamic sister with a husband and children, 2 boys. So it's nice to have all of you for this meditation. Brother Bhaskar, would you like to add on?
Great to hear his experiences. Thanks a lot for sharing.
Yeah.
How's the collective in Vienna? I mean, you have an ashram there. Is that, I'm not aware of. Do you also have an ashram in Vienna?
Yes, but many Ukrainians are there now. A very nice collective there. If you go there, then or if you stay there overnight in the ashram, the Ukrainians sisters and brothers are inviting you to share or to have lunch and to have dinner. It's very nice with them.
Nice.
Yeah, Shri Mataji always speaks highly about the Austrian yogis, very dedicated. I mean, of course, everyone Shri Mataji speaks very highly of. So we have a lot of memories that Shri Mataji shares with us about different collectives, different strength. So that's why we have this collective, different countries have different vibration, different strengths. So it's such a joy to have different nationalities leading this session. So we are lucky to have you today.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's very interesting and enjoyable to meditate along with all our brothers and sisters from different parts of the world. So do join us every week. And if you have more experience, you can share with us. We still have a little bit more time. You'd like to add on any more experience?
No,
Yeah.
I think that's enough for today.
Oh, okay. So we can please convey our love and regards to our Austrian brothers and sisters there. And we look forward to all of you joining us every Tuesday, same time. So we can, because I was enjoying the vibrations earlier with Sri Mataji's beautiful talk, keeps reminding us, it's to be to remain in witness state. So let's be in a little bit more meditation. We can put some music and we can sit for a little bit more meditation before we wrap up the class, session. So looking forward to everybody. Thanks to all our brothers and sisters who have joined us today, and thanks to Brother Bhaskar as always, supporting our IT from Chennai. And we look forward to everyone's participation in this session every Tuesday, right? So let's sit in meditation for a longer time with a little bit of music before we wrap up. Thank you, everyone. Jai Shri Mataji.
Gama pani sa ga ni da ma pa da pa ga ga ma ga re ga sa re ni sa ba ni da ga ma pa sa. Sarveshwari Jagdishwari Sarveshwari Jagdishwari He Matrirup Maheshwari Sarveshwari Jagdishwari He Matrirup Maheshwari Mamatamayī Karunāmayī Mamatamayī Karunāmayī He Matrirup Maheshwari Sarveshwari Sarveshwari Jagdishwari He Matrirup Maheshwari. Jagjivani Sanjivani Samast Jivaneshwari Jagjivani Sanjivani Samast Jivaneshwari He Matrirup महेश्वरी सर्वेश्वरी सर्वेश्वरी जगदीश्वरी हे मातृरूप महेश्वरी ममतामयी करुणामयी ममतामयी करुणामयी हे मातृरूप महेश्वरी कृपालिनी जगतारिणी प्रतिपल भुवन विजेश्वरी कृपालिनी जगतारिणी प्रतिपल भुवन विजेश्वरी मातृरूप महेश्वरी सर्वेश्वरी जगदीश्वरी हे मातृरूप महेश्वरी ममतामयी करुणामयी ममतामयी करुणामयी हे मातृरूप महेश्वरी मातृरूप महेश्वरी सर्वेश्वरी जगदीश्वरी हे मातृरूप महेश्वरी ममतामयी करुणामयी ममतामयी करुणामयी हे मातृरूप महेश्वरी तमहारनी गमप गम pani दमप गम पसनी निता गानी द मपद पग मप मगरे रे गम गम प सागरे धनि सधनि सधनि नि सागरे तमहारनी शुभकारिणी मनमोहिनी विश्वेश्वरी तमहारिणी शुभकारिणी मनमोहिनी विश्वेश्वरी हे मातृरूप महेश्वरी सर्वेश्वरी सर्वेश्वरी जगदीश्वरी हे मातृरूप महेश्वरी ममतामयी करुणामयी ममतामयी करुणामयी हे मातृरूप महेश्वरी सर्वेश्वरी 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 जगदीश्वरी हे मातृ रूप महेश्वरी।
सहज दायिनी मां तुमको प्रणाम। सहज दायिनी मां तुमको प्रणाम। तुम महादेवी तुम ही भवानी तुम ही शिवानी। निर्मल शक्ति हो मां तुमको प्रणाम। सहज दायिनी मां तुमको प्रणाम। सतयुग जागा तुमसे ही माता रब भी है जागा। तुम आई तो सतयुग जागा तुमसे ही माता रब भी है जागा। कुंडलिनी तुम हो मां तुमको प्रणाम। भवसागर से कर दो पार तुमको प्रणाम। सहज दायिनी मां तुमको प्रणाम। जगदम्बे अम्बे मां तुमको प्रणाम। हे निर्मल है कल की मां तुमको प्रणाम। सहज दायिनी मां तुमको प्रणाम। सहज दायिनी मां तुमको प्रणाम। तुम महादेवी तुम ही भवानी तुम ही शिवानी। निर्मल शक्ति हो मां तुमको प्रणाम। सहज दायिनी मां तुमको प्रणाम। तुमको प्रणाम। तुमको